Hello everybody, we're here to talk about some Hades, one of my favorites, if not my favorite. I would say it would be between him and Sobek. I tend to like the tanks because they are very forgiving when you play, and you can get yourself out of trouble where with other characters you may not be able to. One of the reasons I like Hades before diving into his abilities is he doesn't have any skill shots. He's a ranged tank god. You can certainly equip him for damage. I usually equip him for tankiness because his ult basically roots him in place and makes him a big target in team fights. So you want as much buffness as you can. That being said, some people do very well with damage Hades, but I almost invariably go with a full tank or mixed tank, maybe getting Chronos Pendant or a Gem of Isolation for some slow, that kind of stuff. And of course, not having skill shots. If you have trouble with hitting skill shots, Hades is a good god for you because all of his abilities are not a skill shot. So let's take a look at him. His passive is called Blight. Blight is applied by his auto attack, so you can blight individuals by hitting them. Also, his number one, his Death from a Blow ability applies Blight. So many of his abilities have a secondary effect when the character is blighted, gods or minions. So it's often beneficial to blight somebody before using another ability. Death from Below is Hades' jump. He travels underground, which is unique, I think, in the game. It's kind of cool. You can jump under obstacles and other things like most jumps. So it does damage on effect, and if the enemy is blighted, then they are slowed for 2 seconds based upon... Well, it's 2 seconds, and then the percentage slow is based upon the level of your ability. So this also applies Blight. So if an enemy is not blighted, you can blight them with this. And I use this quite frequently with his number 3 ability, which we will get to. His number 2 ability is Shroud of Darkness. It's a cone attack. Oh, the first ability is a circle attack, so it does a circle centered on Hades. Number 2 is a cone attack in front of Hades. They are silenced, which is nice, and then if they are blighted, they're also feared, so that's good crowd control. I've undervalued this, I think, in the past, but it's very valuable if you're trying to keep somebody from escaping or you're trying to zone somebody off of a friendly. Being able to silence or fear them is really handy, and it lasts up to 2 seconds. So if you get somebody, let's say if they're tossed by Hercules or stunned by Neith or, anything, you can then blight them and continue the effect on top of that. It's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. It'll also fear minions, correct me if I'm wrong. So if you're trying to prevent some minion damage early in the game, it's you can fear minions if you want. But it's very handy against opponents. Devour Souls, I'd say, is Hades' main damage dealing ability. It also heals Hades if the enemy is blighted. So Hades does a circular area attack around where he's located and then does damage. If the enemy is blighted, as from an auto attack or Death from Below, his jump, then additional damage is done. Your enemies actually explode, correct me if I'm wrong, dealing damage to everybody around them and themselves, I do believe. Also, if the enemies are detonated, then they will also heal Hades and friendlies around Hades. So this makes Hades, I would say, a minor healer. He's never going to be a go-to healer like Ra or Chang'e or others are, but he heals himself and he'll also heal people with you. So if you're laning with a Hades, you can try and take advantage of that. Although, as I said, the healing is rather mild. This is good if you're mid-laning with Hades. One of the things I'll do is build a balanced Hades and then use Devour Souls on the enemy minions to keep myself healed up. And if you're up against somebody that cannot heal themselves, let's say a mage like Ao Kuang or Agni or Evo, then it's going to be very difficult for them to keep up with you based upon the fact that you can dish out damage while healing yourself in many cases. His ult, which I would say is what I would call his signature ability, is Pillar of Agony. Again, this is a circular area effect centered on Hades, so, you know, no skill shots here. It's not Najah's ult. And it basically takes everybody and drags them into Hades. Now, anybody with a dash or a jump can escape. So let's say it's not as good as Odin's ult in that respect, where there's a wall. Anybody can dash out of it. Anybody can jump out of it. Obviously, Freya's ult will take her out, as will other ults that grant immunity. Artemis's, just looking at Artemis's picture. But it's pretty darn handy. So this is an area effect and sucks people in, does decent damage. It does damage over a course of 4 seconds, yes. Does damage, and if they are blighted, then their protections are reduced. Hades also, I can't move my pointer, it goes away. Hades also gets a protection buff during this, so it makes him a bit more tanky, because otherwise he's rooted into place doing this, and, you know, you can eat a Ra ult, an Ao Kuang ult, all sorts of ults, because you're not going anywhere. Also, people within the area of effect can ult on you. They can still take action, so they can attack you during the effect while they're being pulled into you, which, if you're low on health, will result in a dead Hades. But anyway, so you get a protection buff. You do damage per tick. If your enemies are blighted, they are then debuffed, and that's pretty much it. So this is very handy with a Zeus, with a Cupid, with a Poseidon. Anybody with a circular area of effect can easily put their ult over top of a Hades ult, kind of like Odin's ult. And you could also stack an Odin and a Hades ult, although they're kind of redundant as far as the crowd control goes. Let's see, is there anything else worth talking about? I don't think so. Hades has one of the better laughs in the game. I enjoy his laugh and Anhur's. So I think that's pretty much it. So let's get to the game. Thank you very much. Hey everybody, let's do some Hades in the Fields of Conquest. It's been a while since I've played. Whoops, I forgot that you only get one ability to start with. So I got my number 3. I've been playing a lot of Arena and Domination and stuff like that. I haven't had a lot of time recently. Work's been kind of crazy, so I've been doing the short games. But I wanted to get some Conquest in. Playing with me is Mr. Almighty, who is Neath. So I believe he is a subscriber, so welcome to the video if this actually makes it. So I guess I should buy some stuff. So I'm going to be going full tank with Hades, which I think is a good idea, since when he ults, he's a big target. And let's see which way we'll go. So in the recent patch, so we'll be going left with Mr. Almighty. So in the recent patch, they've added some new landscapes, I guess you'd say map sets, for the Conquest map. So this is kind of a woodsy one. So we have the new god, Zhongqi, I think. I forget how to pronounce it, mid. And then we have Thor and Guan, who is now a physical god. Physical god on the right side. So I guess we're talking about ranged and whatnot. So Guan and Thor are both melee. Zhongqi, I think, is ranged, isn't he? I don't know. No, I guess he is melee. I don't know. As I said, I haven't really played them both much. I guess we should be getting a buff. I didn't even think of that. Sorry. As I said, I'm out of practice a little bit. So, just sitting here, passing the time, not getting any buffs. So it looks like Freya got blue. That's fine. They really have... Oh, Neath can heal herself. Freya can't. So, Neath should have been really tanking that, not Freya.
An enemy has been slain.
Oh, nice job.
First, nice job. Thanks.
So once I get my jump, then Hades becomes a lot more effective, because you can do a 1-3 combination. I've also recently developed a new appreciation for his 2, which is his Fear, which you can use to good effect for crowd control. Yeah, I was reaching a little bit for Freya there. I don't think I got her, and then the tower hit me. Bit overeager. That's right. We have to remember the secret of the weave because we're playing. Actually, we got two Neaths. We got their Neath and our Neath. So I'm just kind of poking at Freya there. So Hades can heal himself with his Free, so you can get good sustain by jumping in, doing a 1, which applies Blight, and then doing a 3, which will heal yourself and damage minions that have Blight on them. Oh, the Beagle just came in. And the Beagle just left. Apparently is not interested in watching Smite. So Freya went back. Zhang Qi is way pushed up mid. Do some little hits on the tower. Call it a missing. And they have a Bakasura. I'm guessing he may be jungling, so he may be visiting our lane. So got to keep half an eye out for it.
Cancel that. An enemy slain.
And continue to put some pressure on Freya.
Be right back.
You know what? I don't have my 2 yet. I should have gotten that. So, whoops. Careful, Neath. So no kills yet, but we are forcing them to go back yet, so we're going to have a little bit of an advantage in the levels. In the farmage, as it were. My wife is downstairs watching MASH. I got her the entire series on DVD from Amazon. You can't find MASH online for love or money. Netflix doesn't have it. Amazon doesn't have it either as part of their, what do you call it, Prime videos or single purchase videos.
Enemy missing left.
Call it another missing for Neath. And fall back. Oh. Thought a return. So Freya can ult out. Neath can leap out of mine. Freya's ult will take her out of mine, but that's about it. They do not have beads. Neath has hurl, but that's more situational for other lanes. Nice bait. Baiting them into the...
I'm going for jungle one. Good luck. Be careful.
What was I saying? So Freya can ult out. So my primary target would be Freya, especially if I know if her ult is down.
An ally has been slain.
Yeah. I was going to ult, but I didn't. She was too high to kill. So, sorry, Mr. Almighty. I did ping that Freya, that somebody was in the jungle. I don't know if you picked up on that or not. And then Freya got, tried to gank him, and the enemy Neath finished it off. Let's do an ult on Fury.
An enemy has been slain.
So she is pretty
An
low.
enemy has been slain. Double
Now, if
kill.
our Neath had her ult, then she could finish that Neath off, but alas.
Enemy missing left.
We can put some decent hits on the tower, if nothing else.
I'm returning right now.
And I'm going to go back.
Be careful left. Okay. Enemy missing left.
So they're both missing right now. Good time to go back, I think. Get some potions, and let's just go back up. So yeah, in the last couple patches, they've done a lot of graphical updates. I don't know if I like their portraits. Did Neath die? Apparently Neath died. I just saw her picture. I was looking at the portraits, and I saw her picture go black and white. So they did some graphical updates. I think they're really nice, except the portrait arts. Everything seems like it's been smeared, and I'm not sure.
Be careful.
Obviously, that's what they want, but I'm not quite sure why. Did I not hit her with that? I would think my fear would shut that ability down. I guess she must have just been out of range. See if Freya's ult is up. If not,
An enemy.
nice.
Slain. Nice job.
I ate a Neath ult.
An enemy has been slain. Be right back. Nice job.
This is the invader map, I guess.
Okay.
So I ate a Neath ult,
careful.
but everything ended well. So I'm just gonna go back out. And that's not the way to go out. There's some candles back there, though. Make sure they don't start a fire.
Be right back. Enemy missing middle. Okay.
Nice call out. I'm going to cruise up in the jungle, see if anyone's coming our way from the mid. I see Neath is here. Not Freya's here.
Enemies have returned left.
I wonder if they have wards up. Looks like Neath is setting up for a shot to the left side. Or right side. We're on the left side.
Destroyed a middle enemy tower.
When I'm facing this way, I get my right and left flipped around. Freya's being really aggressive. Unfortunately, my ult is not quite up yet. But now it is.
An ally has been slain.
Yeah, our Neath bit it again. Sorry about that.
Thanks. Be right back.
I was just waiting for my ult counter to tick down because I knew Freya was going to be pretty far forward and pretty low health. One item I've seen in the last patch is Fatalis. It seems like they buffed that, so it's actually a pretty good general item. And here comes somebody on a gank, Zhangqi.
Retreat!
Not a bad gank. I don't think his ult was up. No, his ult is not up. Zhangqi does... I haven't played him, as I've said, but he does a lot of damage. Excuse me. And I see that Neath has meditation. She just meditated. Get out of there. What are you doing? Oh. I guess since we have minions there, we didn't aggro. Although I get angry.
Enemy missing left.
So, I haven't seen Bakasura, so I'm assuming that he is not jungling. At least not doing a hard jungle, as it were.
An ally has been slain.
Oh, nice job. Neath got me to aggro her and then stun me in the tower, so I took a
Nice
hit.
job. An ally has been slain.
They got wiped out on the right side.
I'm going for jungle mode. Your right tower is under attack.
Stay out of the weaves. Gotta remember the secret of the broken weave. Actually, I'm taking a lot of damage. For really no reason.
Be right back. Be careful left.
They're taking damage. Alright, got this. Now, you see I went for... This is a recent thing I've been doing. I went for the 5% damage reduction, which sounds great. And then I get Hide of the Leviathan, which gives you the crowd control reduction. So you can... So they didn't stack with the boots when they both had crowd control. But if you get the 5% damage reduction boots, then you can use them together. So I don't know if it's a good strategy, but it's one that I thought up. I'm going to get... Let's get Girdle and Might. Start getting some support items.
Enemy missing middle.
It looks like that tower's almost dead. It would be wonderful to knock that down. Who's Jean-Key's opponent middle? Must be Poseidon. Yeah. Ah.
Enemies incoming right. Incoming right.
I'd go and help, but I'm so far away. It's like Freya's roaming.
An ally has been slain.
Sorry, right side. Well, we destroyed the tower if that counts.
Destroy the left enemy.
So close. So close. I feel bad about that. Maybe I can get beside.
Enemy missing left.
Now, we did call out some missings, perhaps one not terribly recently.
Enemy missing middle. Your middle tower is under attack. An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain. Be careful. An enemy has been slain.
Life is so...
Retreat! Thanks! An enemy has been Be right back.
Can I get her? No, because I do no damage.
Retreat!
He's
Be
gonna
right
scream. Alright. I should go back myself.
Be right back. Enemy missing left.
Call another missing just for general purposes.
Your left tower is under attack.
Potions. See Neith chewing on our tower. She could probably do a lot of damage, so let us not allow that.
Your left tower is under attack.
I guess I should have stayed.
Take left lane.
And nice.
An enemy has been nice job.
That was worth a good bit of a tower, I think. And we're gonna, on top it off, we're gonna steal their blue. Wow, she did a lot of damage to that tower. I may get Cronus Pendant if if my farm continues to be good.
Your team has destroyed a right enemy tower. Retreat left lane. Enemy missing left. Be careful middle.
Fenrir's going up against Freya. Oh, that was... Oh, never mind. We don't even have a Fenrir. It must be Jean-Key. It looks kind of fuzzy.
An enemy has destroyed a right enemy tower.
Follow me to the underworld.
Nice explosion of the weave. They may have switched up, bringing Ymir over here. Uh-oh. See if I can give her enough time to escape.
Retreat left lane.
Am I still being chased by... Oh, that's our Guan
Be
Yu.
right back.
I got chased off. Whoops.
Ally
Sorry,
has
Guan
been
Yu.
slain. An enemy has been slain.
Yeah, my situational awareness is not what it used to be. I'm getting chased off by our own teammates. And that shouldn't be. But we got Neath out, which I thought was a good extraction. See if I can keep these guys busy.
Do not deny the inevitable.
That's not really going to do much. Yeah, I've been fighting so many of the Guan Yus.
Be careful left.
Whoops. Stop that. Ah. That, whenever I hear a horse, I get nervous. Seems like people either, welcome to Smite Conquest. Does somebody want me to pay, your, papers, please? I played the demo to that. Nice, oh, that was the enemy, email.
An enemy has been slain.
Nice job.
Nice job.
Let's get out, clear the tower aggro.
An enemy has been slain.
Yeah, so this week I was up pretty much all Wednesday night and then all Thursday night and today's Friday night. So all Wednesday night and all Thursday night.
Be right
Today's
back.
Friday, so I'm a little loopy. So I was working with our Indian offshore team on their time, getting some urgent stuff
An
done.
ally has
And that
been
tends to
slain.
make me a little loopy.
Curses.
And I got a lot of money.
An
So let's see their
enemy
team
has been
composition.
slain.
Fizz, magic, magic, magic. So let's start with magic. Voidstone is always a good choice. And let's get a surrender.
Good game. Good game.
Alright, so sub 20 minutes.
Good game.
So do a GG. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. Did I die? I don't know if I died. I don't know what this song is with Hades. You'd think all the improvements they did, they could give him something decent. As you can see, I'm closing in on mastering for Hades. I have two gods mastered, Sobek and Athena. Mainly just because Athena was close and I got Sobek by playing him a lot. So I got 1 kill, no deaths. So do a GG. Apparently Baku was feeding. I guess so. I didn't play against him, so I'm not going to report him because I can't tell how terrible he was. How did Neath do? 3-3, not bad. Thor, 9-2, very nice. Zonki, 8-1. They did really good. Guan Yu was positive. I know he got killed a couple times. I could have played that game a little bit better. Was a little fuzzy with kind of the situations and the team fights and stuff like that. So, damage. So actually, my damage taken was the lowest of everybody. Perhaps I'm not that good of a tank. My player damage was similarly low, so this is what it is. Look at Zhang Qi's creep damage, though. Very nice, very nice. On the other side, how'd they do? Freya was even, and that's as good as it got. So she also did the most damage and took the most damage, so anyway, that's been, and I was level 15. Zhang Qi was level 20. Look at that. He was just destroying middle. Destroying in the middle. Excuse me as my throat clogs up. And I guess that's it. So this has been Hale doing some Hades, one of my favorites. Thank you very much.